We crave and fear becoming truly ourselves. Be independent of the good opinion of other people. Every person is, in part, his own project and makes himself. If you only have a hammer, you tend to see every problem as a nail. One's only failure is failing to live up to one's own possibilities. One of the goals of education should be to teach that life is precious. You will either step forward into growth, or you will step back into safety. What is necessary to change a person is to change his awareness of himself. The ability to be in the present moment is a major component of mental wellness. All of life is education, and everybody is a teacher, and everybody is forever a pupil. The only happy people I know are the ones who are working well at something they consider important. If you plan on being anything less than you are capable of being, you will probably be unhappy all the days of your life. One can choose to go back toward safety or forward toward growth. Growth must be chosen again and again. Fear must be overcome again and again. The good or healthy society would then be defined as one that permitted people's highest purposes to emerge by satisfying all their basic needs. The spiritual life is part of the human essence. It is a defining characteristic of human nature, without which human nature is not fully human. Life is an ongoing process of choosing between safety, out of fear and need for defense, and risk, for the sake of progress and growth. Make the growth choice a dozen times a day. Education is learning to grow, learning what to grow toward, learning what is good and bad, learning what is desirable and undesirable, learning what to choose and what not to choose. When people appear to be something other than good and decent, it is only because they are reacting to stress, pain, or the deprivation of basic human needs such as security, love, and self-esteem. A positive self-image and healthy self-esteem is based on approval, acceptance, and recognition from others, but also upon actual accomplishments, achievements, and success, upon the realistic self-confidence which ensues. Self-actualizing people are those who have come to a high level of maturation, health, and self-fulfillment. The values that self-actualizers appreciate include truth, creativity, beauty, goodness, wholeness, aliveness, uniqueness, justice, simplicity, and self-sufficiency. You must want to be first class, meaning the best, the very best you are capable of becoming. If you deliberately plan to be less than you are capable of being, then I warn you that you'll be deeply unhappy for the rest of your life. You will be evading your own capacities, your own possibilities. A musician must make music, an artist must paint, and poet must write, if he is to be ultimately at peace with himself. What a man can be, he must be. This weed we call self-actualization. It refers to man's desire for self-fulfillment, namely to the tendency for him to become actually in what he is potentially, to become everything one is capable of becoming. Let people realize clearly that every time they threaten someone or humiliate or unnecessarily hurt or dominate or reject another human being, they become forces for the creation of psychopathology, even if these be small forces. Let them recognize that every person who is kind, helpful, decent, psychologically democratic, affectionate, and warm is a psychotherapeutic force, even though a small one. A person who makes full use of and exploits his talents, potentialities, and capacities. Such a person seems to be fulfilling himself and doing the best he is capable of doing. The self-actualized person must find in his life those qualities that make his living rich and rewarding. He must find meaningfulness, self-sufficiency, effortlessness, playfulness, richness, simplicity, completion, necessity, perfection, individuality, beauty, and truth.